Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Travis back again with another figure review. This time we're doing a review of Super Saiyan Gohan. This is the re-released version. I was not able to get him in his very first release, so I went on ahead and snatched him up. So that's why I'm doing this review. So yeah, they got a ton of reviews of him already, but I decided to go ahead and put my spin on it. So this is basically what the box looks like. I don't know if this is what the box looked like um, for its first release, but this is what it looks like now. Typical S.H.Figuarts Dragon Ball Z box. It has the open window on the front, dot matrix picture of the character on the side, nothing really on the top or the bottom, and then we got some product shots on the back. I have not even opened this figure yet to take a look, so I guess you can call this an unboxing as well. Hopefully you can hear me. I got a fan blowing in the background because it's hot as fuck right now, and my air isn't working, so how great is that? So I got a fan going in the background. Hopefully you can hear me just fine. But yep, that's basically it for the box. I forgot to show you that side. But let's go ahead and open up the box and take a look at him in his clamshell. Alright, so we got him out of his box here. You can take a better look at what he comes with. Basically, if you're looking at this review, you pretty much already know what the deal is here. But I'll go ahead and explain it anyway. Let me just play with this lighting real quick. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. We got, as you can see, we got one alternate head, and I guess you can say technically 5 alternate faces, which is actually a pretty good turnout there. Then we got the main face, main head, body. We got 4 interchangeable hands, not including the 2 fist hands that are on him already. And then we got his cape, that's like Piccolo's cape. And it looks like that is pretty much it, unless you want to include the directions that come in the box. I guess you can say that, I mean, that's not really an accessory, but there's the directions. I didn't take them out the bag. Typical S.H.Figuarts directions, all in Japanese, and cannot be read by regular American English-speaking people, I suppose. So anyway, that's him in the clamshell. Let's go ahead and get him out and take a look at the figure. Alright, so we got the figure out the box here, and he's looking pretty cool. I mean, like I said, this is the first time I've ever had him in my hands, and I am extremely happy they re-released him. I think you kind of get a better focus here, because I have been wanting him for so long, and he was so expensive because I was so late to the game. But let's go ahead and take a look at what he comes with before we get to the figure here. Like I said, he has 4 interchangeable hands, and they're really small. We got one kind of open palm hand, kind of a grippy kind of hand. I would say probably like a Kamehameha type style hand. We got another hand that's, I guess, kind of like that too. So that's that, and the detail on the hands are pretty good. It's not really showing that well in the camera, but anatomy-wise, it seems to be accurate with the hands. I guess they can't really mess that up too much. And then he has 2 of these kinds of hands, which I guess are, I don't know what these hands are. Just posing hands, I suppose you can basically say. They're just there for posing reasons. My nails are fucking dirty. I just came from eating barbecue too. I forgot. I forgot. My fucking nails are fucking ratchet as fuck. I'm gonna pause this video real quick, guys, and clean my fucking nails. Alright, guys, sorry about that, but I had to do something about my fucking ratchet ass nails. Still not that great, but my hands are really dry also. So anyway, oop, I dropped that hand. So anyway, he also comes with these other posing hands. So we got those. I promise I'll do something about my nails next time. Just kind of shooting this on a humbug because they came in and I was out drinking and watching basketball. Let's see what else we have here. So we also have a bunch of alternate faces. Make sure I got them all here, and one alternate head. And I'll show you the faces first. Okay, this is the first face. Clearly an angry face, looking off to the left, or looking off to the right, I guess, if you're looking at it. The paint is done really nicely, actually. If I can kind of get some focus here. Or not focus. But paint seems to be alright. I don't really see any problem with it. Typical S.H.Figuarts. Pretty much they do a good job with the paint as far as face wise. Here's another alternate face looking off in the same direction. As you know, I'm not a fan. If you've seen any of my other videos, I'm not a fan of faces looking in other directions. They're just kind of pointless to me when you can just, as far as posing figures, I like just turning their head to look in different directions, but what can you do? This is what they gave us. Okay, and then we have this nice smirking face, kind of an asshole smirking face, looking straight. Finally, a face that's looking straight. Then we have this happy face, which to me looks cross-eyed, but sculpted really nicely either way. And then we have the alternate head with this really angry face with absolutely way too much shading in the middle of in between the eyebrows and the eyes there. That is way too much shading. Doesn't even look right. See if I can get a better close up on that. Yeah, I'm not really digging that. I would like to like this face, but when it comes to the overdone shading in such a, in such a main area of on the character, on a figure, when you do this much shading on their face, you can't cover that up. So I probably won't be using that face. And then we have his cape, which is nicely shaded. I would say it's almost just as shaded as Piccolo's was. Not the SDCC Piccolo, but the regular one. And it's nice soft plastic, so shouldn't really have any issues with articulation, except probably here on the shoulders. But like I said, I haven't popped him. This is the first time I've popped him open. So as far as this face, it's a pretty good face. Let's see if I can get that. There we go. I think the shading is done okay. Again, in the middle, between the eyebrows and the eyes. I don't know. I don't know how much I like that. I mean, I like this face, but I don't know. Maybe if they hadn't been so aggressive with the color, it's the color of the shading that they picked that seems just too aggressive. It's just too much to me. I don't know. But we have nice shading in the hair. Um, this is one of the few figures that I've seen that has line shading in the hair, like right here in the back, sculpted lines in the front with shading in it. Most of them are just flat, especially the Super Saiyan. Well, actually, regular Goku is that way too. I don't know about Trunks or anything because I don't have him, but um, most of them are just pretty much similar to what the rest of the hair looks like. It's rare to have that kind of sculpting in there. Um, but I like it. As far as the articulation, um, his head is clearly on a bald peg there, but I don't. This is something. This is a first for me. All right, sorry about that. The video got cut because I ran out of space on my iPad here. But anyway, what I was saying about the neck here is just that is not good engineering at all. That huge gap. I haven't had that on any other DBZ action figure. I don't I don't even recall seeing that in other people's reviews. To be honest with you, if you've seen it in other people's reviews, then let me know. I mean, all the seam lines, you know, I got. If I didn't know any better, I would have thought this was a bootleg. To be honest with you, I mean, even the like the hair is kind of sloppy, and that's molding. That's not paint or anything. That's from straight up just bad molding and seam lines everywhere. I'm not I'm not really sure what went on with mine, but I can't say that I am excited about it. Not only that, so we got shading there on the neck, but then no shading on the chest. The chest looks almost a completely different color on the camera than the rest of the face and the neck. It doesn't even look like it goes together. So that's pretty disappointing. But anyway, the head can go down about that much, so not really much at all. Up that much, which that's actually a decent amount to look up. I actually like that a lot. Unfortunately, you still got that huge gap in the neck, but maybe it was only looking up because it was falling off. Yeah, still a good ways up, I guess. Um, they continue to go with this shoulder piece that falls off really easily, but it does allow for the arm to go up. But mine doesn't want to seem to go up. It's just a little tight, that's all. Like I said, I just pulled it out the box, so it can go parallel, like so. Um, I assume there's you can swivel the whole shoulder there if you want to use that as a bicep swivel, but I think there is a bicep swivel in here as well. That's okay. We'll just let that head stay off. Yeah, there's a bicep swivel there. I was just about to mention that. I heard people were having issues with this falling off. That is clearly the case for me as well. That doesn't seem like it should be falling off. I've also never had that happen before. So anyway, so it has that shoulder swivel and a bicep swivel. Let's see if I can get it to fucking go right. God damn it. I have to say, the arm just fell off again. I have to say that, I mean, from initial impressions, I am not very happy with what's going on here. I mean, what is the deal with this arm? I mean, I want to complete the whole set, so I gotta have a Gohan, but this is just atrocious. Um, that whole situation with that arm was an ordeal. We have a single joint in the elbow, so if the arm keeps coming off, I can easily show you that. So you can get about 90 degrees before you pull it out. That's about it. Um, ball hinge, and ball peg for the hands. I'm actually going to put the other head on and see if that head wants to stay on. With that overly shaded brow. As far as the torso is concerned, does it have the pop-up feature that the other ones have? It comes up a little bit. It acts like it wants to come up, but it just goes back down. So I guess no. So not really getting too much of an ab crunch out of that. And then if you go back, you got a huge gaping gap in the torso. So that is something. Then we come down to the pants, which are the legs here, which are a completely different color from the torso. I mean, and it comes off pretty obvious on camera too. It's just a completely different color from the top. So that's fun. As far as articulation is concerned, I suppose it would have the drop down feature, and it does. So that allows a good range of motion when, as far as kicking. I've seen better though. I mean, that barely goes parallel to the ground technically. So I mean, even with the pull down of the leg, it's still kind of sucky. We got those ugly ass pants that Goku has, so that knee joint is whack. The back of it looks whack. So there's that. Then we got these boots here. The boots are sculpted pretty well. Looks like we can go up a little bit with the foot, go down a little bit. We got a toe hinge, and we got some decent ankle pivot there. So I don't know. I just don't really know about this guy. I'm not really all that excited about it. I was excited about it before I took a look at him. I'm trying to take his hair off, and I don't think that comes off on this head. Does this face come off? It looks like it's supposed to. Okay, there we go. It's just kind of stiff. So, come on. Let's see if these other faces will fit on here. It looks like they will. So I don't know. I mean, this is what I'll say. If you're trying to complete the set like I am, because you just love Dragon Ball Z, then you have to have a Super Saiyan Gohan. But other than that, this is a pass for me. I mean, this would be a pass for anybody that is not collecting these to the fullest extent, who's not trying to have every single one of them. Then if you just kind of like individual characters, or if you like Gohan, then I guess you can get them. But I would say this guy would be a pass. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think he's that great. They didn't fix any of the issues that was plaguing this figure from the jump. from the original release because I've seen other people's reviews. Um, so they didn't fix any of that. That it has some good sculpting. It has some good features. It's not that it's just the worst figure in the world at all. But I mean, if you can get one that doesn't have a huge gaping neck hole, and if you can possibly get one that doesn't have this issue with his elbow, I mean, then I guess it would be perfect. This this miniaturized version of Goku's original body sculpt, I am not a fan of. I have for a long time not been a fan of the sculpt that they keep reusing for Goku. I mean, it works, but it has too many flaws that since they've made that character, they've improved on so many other figures. I mean, not necessarily improved as far as that sculpt is concerned, but that you can see in figures like Broly that the engineering has really stepped up their game, and they can definitely do better than this. So, like I said, I'm completing the set, so I needed a Gohan. He was super expensive, and I got him. He was $27 on Big Bad Toy Store. I would be honest with you and say I don't even think should be worth that much. I'd give you about $20 to me for him. But Big Bad Toy Store has them in stock. This is one of the few and rare moments that I would recommend going to Big Bad Toy Store because most of the time they're raping you on the prices. But it seems when it comes to the Dragon Ball Z figures, they're pretty accurate on price. That just about everybody else is using the same price. So I will recommend them this time. But other than that, guys, he would be a no-go for me. But that's pretty much it for the review. Please subscribe as always. I know I'm not getting these videos up as often as I said, but that's mainly because I'm not getting the influx of views that I would like to be getting, and so I'm putting my time into other things which are going to be YouTube related, but they're not going to be so much figure related. So anyway, subscribe if you want to keep seeing reviews like this. I'll still keep posting reviews regardless, but they just won't be as often. Please leave a comment. Like the video if you like the video, dislike the video if you dislike the video. Other than that, guys, keep collecting, stay safe, and peace out.